Hello. I'm trying to figure out how to prop my phone up for you guys. You can see me and Andy. Welcome to Live at Lunch number 11, I think. I don't know. It's been a long time. So this is one of the reasons why we're making this, so that you guys can get an update about what's been going on in the world of Music Man for Christ and other things going on. He's not used to having a camera in front of him while he eats, so I apologize if there's some flubs, but we should be cool, right? Yeah, we should. All right, so anyway, guys, welcome to Live at Lunch number 11. Let's talk about what's been going on in my life and what to expect, at least for the next week or two. I have not been posting as much as I usually have, and part of that is I've been just receiving really good viewership and analytics from the past 2 or 3 weeks, really. And Good Friday, basically up until last week, I've had some great numbers, great statistics. That doesn't mean that I shouldn't post, but it's really helped with monetization. And it kind of has relieved me of having to post as much. I would like to do as many guitar tutorials as I could and 12-string covers, but you know, when it comes to this little guy, obviously family's more important than YouTube at the end of the day. And when it comes down to it, yeah, I know. You know, we're not making tons of money here. You know, it's just to help out. You know, with finances and that. I don't have a Patreon. I don't have anything like that crazy stuff. I don't pester you guys for money. I don't want to. I want to keep Music Man for Christ that way as much as possible. You know, and if things change, it may be because of other things going on in my life, which leads me to the next thing. Some of you guys don't know this, but I am actually a music teacher in Northeast Ohio. I don't just teach at one school, I teach at two. And one of them has a very large production for their junior high. And it's an amazing production. They're doing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And due to Corona and all the things associated with that, we have to be careful about, you know, what to do. I totally missed going inside his mouth, didn't it? We have to be careful about what we're doing and be respectful of all the guidelines that are set forth by local governments and other things. So we, you know, are trying to prepare for that. And in that preparation, there's just a lot of work. And to give you an idea, that particular musical, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, it's Willy Wonka Jr. From MTI. If you have, you know, any idea about theater, you know what I'm talking about. The script is about 100 pages long. There's about 30 songs solid that the kids have to sing. They're not going to be singing live. They're going to be recorded, and most of them are already done. And that's what's been taking a lot of my time, is recording Willy Wonka tracks and mixing and mastering them to the best of my ability, you know, as much as I can for a middle school production, and in the time that I have. So that's what's been going on with me, and what's kind of held up some of my posts, at least so far. So some of the videos I wanted to try were Talking to Jesus by Elevation. I think there's another one that's called like Wait on You or something. I can't remember. I should know this, but it's another Elevation song. They've been doing a lot of collabs with Maverick City, which is really cool. These guys are like the top-notch worship artists, at least right now in America. It used to be Jesus Culture, Elevation, and that was it. But now we have Maverick City to look at, and it's kind of nice to see another band, you know, rise up, and really it's a choir, Maverick City Choir, participating with Elevation. So it's pretty neat. So I've been trying to stick with Elevation videos. One of the videos that did very well recently, and that's, again, one of the reasons I haven't had to post as much, is the Charity Gale one. And I might be pronouncing her name wrong. I think it's Charity Grail. I apologize if I missed that, but it's an amazing song. and it kind of came out of the blue. And if you guys are involved in worship ministry or music ministry, you might have seen that video in your suggested stuff on YouTube or on Spotify. I don't know what you guys normally use for streaming, but it's a fantastic song, and you guys got to check it out. You don't have to check out my tutorial, but let me know what you guys think about it, because it's something that's not Hillsong, it's not Bethel, it's not Maverick City or Elevation. It's completely out in left field, at least when it comes to a group. I've never heard of her. So shout out to Charity for posting that, and her church. So hopefully we get to see some more. One of the things that I noticed too is if you click on her YouTube channel, you'll see that she's posted in the past. She's posted like 6, 7, 8 years ago, and I could be wrong in the dates with that, so I'm kind of giving you a generalized thing, but she had posted, and it hadn't really taken off. You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't really taken off as much as you'd think, like how good that song is when you watch it. And then, you know, some of her older stuff, it's just as good. So, you know, kind of begs the question, well, what took so long? Well, it's just how the music world operates, and also how God's timing is. You know, maybe he's preparing you for something, right? Yeah. Or maybe he's just having you wait for the other people that he needs to step into your life, or other tools and resources, so that he can use you to reach the world, you know, to the best of your ability. And you know, sometimes for us as a society, we're a microwave society. We put things in the microwave, and we, you know, press a few buttons, and in less than a few minutes, our food is ready. Didn't used to be that way. And you know, just interesting, right? To think that we've come so far just in the past 100 years, that we're an instantaneous society, and, you know, a microwave society. Instant. I want it now. I want my applesauce right now. You know, but you know, when you look at that, sorry, bub. When you look at that, that video from Charity Grail, it's just interesting that, you know, it took 7, 8 years for that to come to her ministry to come to that point, that pinnacle. And I've been serving in ministry for, oh gosh, at least over a decade, and that's out of college. It's been more than that. So it's just amazing that, you know what, sometimes God takes a lot of time in building you and shaping you. He is the potter, and we're the clay, and we got to think about that. So that's my thoughts on that. So thanks for you know, sharing that with me. Well, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about, and that's you know, all the current events that have been happening with Derek Chauvin and Micaiah Bryant, I think, was the Columbus story. And I apologize if I'm saying everybody's name wrong. This, you know, had just happened this week, and I'm sorry, Bob. Anyway, it's amazing how things have become so politicized, and things have become so polarizing that it does not matter if the cop did the right thing, or Micaiah did the wrong thing, or whatever. And I know I'm talking about some touchy subjects here, but it's something that's worth noting, and I think we need to talk about. You know, it doesn't matter if they're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. All it matters is the color of their skin. Well, that completely goes against what Martin Luther King stood for, right? I should turn him around so you can see him. He's kind of like... It's completely against what Martin Luther King had stood for. He said, judge a man by the content of his character, not the color of his skin. There was a video idea that popped into my mind, and I'm just going to say it now because, you know, who knows who's watching and maybe needs this. My 2 best friends growing up lived right across the street, and it was amazing. We didn't have to go drive somewhere, you know, several minutes to get to their house. It was right there. They were right across the street. And at that time, in the early 90s, you know, you had the N64. We didn't have one. We had no video game system in our house. It was not banned, but we just didn't have one, you know, at the time. It was expensive. So we went over there, and, you know, played games after school. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty sweet. So all that to say is we had a blast, you know, having, you know, the opportunity to have best friends who were living across the street from us for like 5, 6, 7 years. Lo and behold, guess what? I'm a white guy and they're black, but we got along. And did it matter that we had different skin colors and they had more melanin than me? No, it didn't matter. We just hung out and we didn't care. And I wish we could get to that point again where we don't care. We don't care if someone's black or white or Hispanic or whatever. You know, God made you a certain way for a certain reason. He made you a boy, he made you a girl, he made you white, he made you black, he made you a little bit in between, and that's the beauty of his creation. You are beautiful in God's eyes. It doesn't matter what kind of skin tone you have. And this is just completely outrageous what's been going on and how the media has spun stories. The Chauvin trial and the George Floyd incident. Was it wrong? Oh yeah, absolutely. The knee on the neck, wrong. Absolutely wrong. But the fact that we had to spin it into a white-black thing was just, it's just the way the society is now. I want to go back to the early 90s where it doesn't matter if my best friend's black or white or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? I want to go back to that. And it's a biblical thing, you know? Color blindness, basically. But in a way that you just look past the white, the black, the whatever, that you just take a person by their character. That's it. You know, Martin Luther King right there. So I'm just frustrated about what's going on in the past several days and how people have spun news, and I hope that you're feeling the same way. I know a lot of people are, Democrats and Republicans alike. It's just ridiculous. So I know people are fed up with what's been going on. Yeah, so I had to say that to you. So thanks for watching Live at Lunch. It was more Andy eating his applesauce. I have not tried this. It's going to be interesting, but I'm not going to do it live. So thanks, guys, so much for watching. Appreciate you. Stay tuned to Music Man for Christ. We're going to come back with more videos in the next few weeks, but just know that it's going to be slow going, at least for the next 2 weeks. So thanks so much. I appreciate you. Have a great day. God bless.